Fair trade is concerned with economic justice as a fundamental principle. We believe trade should provide an opportunity for farmers and workers to achieve their objectives, to have a quality of life, to break cycles of poverty.
In recent years, the Western world has witnessed a major rise in ethical consumption. But is Australia lagging behind? According to the Living Low Has 3 report, 90% of Australians want retailers to offer eco-labeled products. However, less than a quarter of Australians are aware of the existence of the Fair Trade label.
We're experiencing in Australia the same growth in ethical consumerism as is evident in other Western countries, but we don't have the high-profile display of products that you'll see in the UK, for example.
Earlier this year, the National Australia Bank announced that they would use Fair Trade certified coffee at all of their branches. Now Cadbury is the latest and perhaps the most significant company to join the Fair Trade bandwagon. Despite the socially responsible actions of some big companies, Fair Trade still has a long way to go in Australia.
I believe that the potential is there. I think we have to do a much better job of persuading retailers to display fair trade products.
There are also good reasons why consumers may hesitate from choosing fair trade. According to the Low Has report, over 80% of Australians are skeptical about self-labeled eco-friendly products. Andrew McPherson, founder of the Organic Clothing Co., believes that corporate greenwashing is the reason behind these popular views.
I think one of the problems and challenges that we're going to face is the consumer mistrust towards eco-based products because of the greenwashing of many corporations.
On the other hand, Fair Trade is a certified long-term business partnership which addresses the flaws of traditional aid models.
I've always been a fan of things like World Vision. I think that they're fantastic in what they do, but I think through my involvement with Carpets for Communities, I've realised that the issue with World Vision and those sorts of organisations that do donations and sponsorship of children is that it's a handout. That people become eventually dependent on who their sponsor is, and if that sponsor pulls out, the child no longer has an education.
This is one of the many reasons why consumers may choose Fair Trade, says Ms. Brennan, in addition to the appeal of the products themselves.
I think a lot of the reasons why people buy the carpets is because they genuinely want a carpet. I think that they're such a fantastic product. The benefit to them buying the carpet is that it also goes back and is fair trade, and it supports these women in Cambodia. The reason they come up to the market and look at the carpets at, say, Paddington, for example, is because the carpets draw your attention. They're bright, they're colourful, they're very tactile, they look amazing. And then we tell them the story behind it, that this money is going to support children's education, to end their cycle of poverty, and to empower these women to support their families. And I think they love it.
So will Fair Trade replace charity, or are they complementary?
There'll always be a place for charity, I think, because there are some things that you can't turn into businesses or income-generating opportunities.
Andrew McPherson believes that higher price tags will not deter Australians from adopting fair trade. For him, it is a question of quality.
Something, coming from very cheap manufacture in a forced labour condition, often the quality isn't there. You pay peanuts, you'll get monkeys. And so the whole idea is that with fair trade, you might pay $5 more here or there or on a cotton item, but you're going to get a shirt that quality is going to last a lot longer. So from a sustainable perspective, it's absolutely affordable.
But change is on the wind. Consumer perception is shifting, according to Ms. Colonel.
The world's changing, and fortunately, generations coming behind me, because of interconnectedness through the use of social media, I think they have a much greater impact to hold multinational corporations to account than existed previously. When you add that to the pioneering and political work that's been done by the generations before them, I think you get a powerful springboard for systemic, global social change.